Hello ladies and gentlemen, my name is Thefacedu and welcome back to World of Warcraft. In this video I'll be showing you where you can find the entrance to Naxxramas and basically some tips on how to do the raid itself. Basically, head on over to Northrend to Dalaran, right on over here, and from here what you're gonna want to do is fly on over to Dragonblight. Then from Dragonblight you're basically gonna wanna position yourself. So here is Veromis Temple. You're gonna go above the E and you're basically just gonna turn on towards here where it says Naxxramas, and then we're just going to fly on over there. Now this raid is a bit massive and you will discover a bunch of things in there. There are free battle pass that you can farm out, as well as a bunch of transmog tier pieces. You can look all of that up. I'll leave a link in the description. Since there's a lot of things that are class based, but basically see that ziggurat, that is the entrance itself. And of course you're gonna want to do this for the achievements. There we go. Now it will be visible on your map as Naxxramas. And we're just going to want to enter it. Yeah, plenty of achievements, plenty of things to do around there. So just go ahead and enter it. Make sure that the first time you do it, you actually do it on 25-man mode. There we go. And over here you can actually mount up, so if you want you can actually use it to sell some items off if you have the mammoth thing. And basically you have 4 quarters over here. It doesn't matter which one you do first. Nothing will make it easier or harder for you, no matter which one you choose to do first. It will take you a while to do either of them, you know, but choose one. I'm gonna go with the Arachnid quarters first. Okay, we're in the Arachnid quarters. So far, one shot, nothing difficult. One shot, nothing difficult. You even get an achievement for one-shotting her. Now I'm going to proceed to the last boss. Recommendation, kill all of the humanoids here because they drop some nice goodies. I actually got a lot of bind on pickup items which I'll be able to disenchant, send to my alts, etc, etc, etc. Now we're just going to move on. Okay, so in the Arachnoid quarters, once you actually take care of the last box, which is Maxina, she actually dropped a spider for me. That is a pet, which is nice. You're gonna want to click on the big glowing orb thingy. That will take you back over here at the beginning. Then what you can do is actually move on to another quarter. I'm gonna go to the construct quarter. Okay, the construct quarters. Basically, once you're over here, the first boss will be Patchwork, and you're just gonna want to one-shot him quickly. That will pull the entire room, so you don't actually need to worry about pulling the mobs if you want to farm them out. Just so you know, so you don't waste time on that. And just that's about 24 gold. And okay, we actually have some more of them over here. Nice. Next up, what you're gonna wanna do is avoid these things here, because they can deal some serious damage to you even though you're over leveled to the max. And yeah, that's basically it. Now we're going to do the same for Grobulus over here. Just kill him, the rest of the room should follow you, and of course, this might be a bit obvious, but don't go in the green goo. So now we're just going to attack Grobulus, and the rest will follow right on towards us. So let's just go ahead and do that. Nice. So now that pulls basically the rest of the room in here, and we can just eliminate them without having to hunt them down. Okay, nice. Well, since I am recording, might as well show you the rest. Now you're gonna head on over here, up the stairs. Then you're gonna take a left do not fall down. Instead, you're gonna want to head to the right, enter this pipe. Here you will actually be slowed down and you'll be a little bit green, but yeah. And basically you're gonna be falling down here to the next boss. Go ahead and just one-shot him. Then after that you can just move straight ahead to the last boss. Okay, and the last boss is a bit tricky, but basically, I mean, it's not the last boss of the instance, but the last boss of the quarters. You're gonna want to pull him, and you're gonna want to get them together, right and over here. Then AoE them down so they die at the same time. Then what you're gonna want to do, since they're both deceased, you're gonna want to head on over here, jump down, head on over to Thaddeus, and that's it. You even get some achievements. And of course, right click over here. That takes you back, so you can actually exit outside, vendor out the stuff if you need it. Next up, I'm gonna go to the plague quarters. I'm kind of feeling like a plaguey. Okay, so basically for the first two bosses, nothing really special, one-shot them. For this transitional phase, make sure you stop and kill everything that you've pulled, because it's impossible not to pull any of the mobs. And over here in this annoying thing, make sure you defeat all of the eye stalks that target you. And make sure that you're not in combat, because if you are in combat you won't be able to use the teleporter to head on back. Which is a little bit annoying to say the least. In any case, just go ahead and sprint on over to the last boss of this quarter, which is Loetheb. There we go, just go ahead and one-shot him. Then what you're gonna want to do, you just use this, and that'll bring you back over here. And now we're going to go to the military quarters next. Okay, so in the military quarters, over here in Naxxramas, this is the military quarters, we have this one. This guy is a bit tricky, so basically just hit him with a range attack. That will start the encounter. Yeah. Yeah, he will go on that speech, but basically he should teleport down pretty soon, or he's just going to send a bunch of mobs at you. And I believe that you cannot do pretty much anything towards him, yeah. There is no... but in any case, you're just gonna want to eliminate these guys that are coming from here, because this is meant to basically split up your party into two sections. One is supposed to head on over here, and one is supposed to remain here. But since we are soloing it, this can be a little bit tricky, and it is a little bit slower as well. But you get more loot that way. There we go. Basically, we're just going to have to wait. Then we pretty much one-shot him. And then we can move on. But it is a bit annoying. As you can see, I mean. There we go. That takes care of him and him. Then they're just gonna... We're just doing this in circles, basically. Do 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 do. There we go. Soon enough, the gate will actually open, then we'll have a bunch of ghosts to take care of. There we go. It just takes a while. I believe this is... No, it's not one of the more longer encounters in Naxxramas. Kel'Thuzad is one of the most longest encounters that you'll be facing. Now basically we'll be annihilating everything that we have annihilated so far until he decides to actually come down here. And now we're just going to be splitting our attention between this side and that other side. Because basically, as you can see, as soon as you kill them, their souls leave their body and they go over here. And once they're actually over here, they get resurrected, more or less, as apparitions. And then you just take care of them. I mean, in theory, I guess you can stand here in the center, but that'll actually take longer for you, and the entire time he's just going to be standing there like a jackass, and you won't be able to do anything to him until a certain number of souls have been, you know, transferred between here and there. It is very annoying indeed. There we go. Now they're gonna actually have some more over here. And basically we're just going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. There we go. Basically just keep doing this until he comes down. Okay, there we go. It will say on the screen, Gothing the Harvester teleports into the fray, but that doesn't really matter to me since I pretty much already nuked him. And now we're just going to head on over here to the Four Horsemen. Okay, here we go. Now, the trick with the Four Horsemen is that they're a bunch of prickly pricks. So, there we go. See, they can bug out like that. But yeah. Basically, if you really want to, you can wait for them to go into the corner. Which I guess I'll cover in another video. You can wait for them to go each into a corner. Then just bam, kill one, quickly the other one, quickly the other one, quickly the other one. But this way you take care of all three of them, and then you just take care of the last one and you can move on. If, for example, you want to, you know, focus on the other boss. But basically, yeah, that's it. You see I clicked on the orb, that took me over here. This will lead us to Saphilon. And it takes actually a little bit of time for him to form himself up. Ooh, tasty cupcake. Nice. Okay, as soon as he forms up, you can just go ahead and take care of him. Except that's free money. Basically, all it involves is you going to the quest giver and just giving him this thing. But yeah, the gate here is locked. I just have to wait a little bit more. That's a nice looking dagger.
Invaders here. Destroy them, Kel'Thuzad. Naxxramas must not fall.
Okay. There we go. And then it opens up. And now essentially what will happen is you'll get a bunch of these minions. I believe there's even an achievement for this. Something about taking care of a lot of the minions, but... And there we go, help to dedicate a few. Okay, not one but two. Okay, anywho, you can just do this. You can speed it along just by killing all of the minions, or you can just wait for them to basically appear, but it'll be a while, so just keep nuking all of the minions in here and eventually you'll be able to take care of Kel'Thuzad. Kel'Thuzad is a one-shot. I'll show you once actually that happens. Okay, there we go. So now basically as soon as he says the end is upon you, what you're gonna want to do is just take care of all of the remaining mobs. And there we go, Kel'Thuzad strikes. Kabam! And there we go. That's it. That's Naxxramas in a nutshell. Now, unfortunately, there isn't an instant portal out of here, but if you don't want to travel back, you can just use the age-old trick, which I'm going to do since I want to get some popcorn.